Like
that's funny.
I
wish I could do impressions because like I can only do them impulsively and if I'm not thinking at all about it. Like I was on Jimmy Fallon the last time I was on and I did a Dane Cook impression. I never.
It was good.
It was all right, right?
Yeah, it was really good.
Mark, this is Dane Cook.
Mark, it's Dane. Yeah. Dane, we're here standing. I'm aside from Mark Maron, double M, upside down, W. W no longer an M, but I'm still Dane. How are you?
I do a one-word Attell impression. What?
Me too. You want to hear mine?
Yeah.
Illicit. Yes. See, Captain.
Yes.
All right, another good one for you for Attell. Merlin. Just say Merlin and you're Attell.
Did you do his show?
I did.
It's good, right?
It was weird, the most uncomfortable I've ever been in my life.
Wild, right?
Dave's old porn. Our friend, Dave Attell,
he asked me to do it, and of course, I love Dave. I'm going to do it. And he really had this idea, like, and look, there's some things I don't talk about, but like he walks up to me before a show. He's like, look, we're here to honor Christy Canyon. She's the guest. We're here to respect her. You're like, don't bum her out.
Yeah, he thinks it's like the fucking AFI.
Right, don't really bring up her father.
Yeah.
And he was really nervous about having me on because like like I was saying stuff. He's like, I had no idea that you had this. I watch porn. I'm a human man. I don't celebrate it, but I use it. You know what I mean?
I'm not a big porn guy, and it was almost like Clockwork Orange with my eyes like fucking forced open. Where like the most porn I've ever seen in my life happened in 2 hours at once with a guy next to me and a fucking old lady that comes in from fucking Topanga Canyon knitting hats. Those are good. I honestly don't even remember her name.
No, it was a little weird watching it with Dave because I couldn't.
Yeah, people are like fucking jizzing on each other's faces, and he goes, "Look at that!" I'm like, "I'm looking." Well, and he goes, he kept calling me like, "All right, boner killer. All right, grandpa."
Yeah, sure. But like it was just weird for me because like I don't I don't know everyone
Serena
in porn.
Was the name of the lady.
I don't follow them like rock stars or anything. But I watch porn occasionally. But like having him sit there of all people when you're on a couch and we're watching porn, and he's talking about it, and there was part of me that's like, why are you here and why are you talking? Because it's not how you watch porn.
Then the lady comes out and he wants to ask her these questions, and
it's a little uncomfortable. Like when you're asking a grown woman,
she's watching herself.
Loads on your face, good, right?
Yeah, and she's watching herself take a load in her face
as a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
It's a little...
and now she's really old and she's limping.
I was lucky. Christy Canyon was a good sport. She had her shit together. She's been out of the racket forever. She has a radio show that she does, and she was definitely cool. And I had a good time with Dave. We had fun and, got some laughs. I was glad it worked out.
And I probably could not be happier for a guy than we could be for Dave.
Well, you just love Dave.
Just pay that man.
Yeah.
Give him money for just being out there doing what he does. Talk about a guy that writes bits. And he sat here.
He writes the shit out of it.
Has he been on your show?
No. Yeah, of course he was. We did an hour by a swimming pool during the day.
He thinks he's horrible.
I know.
Like he truly believes
it. Don't you remember when we were younger, you watched Dave, on a Wednesday, he'd have a perfect joke, and then by Saturday, he would have written it into the ground?
Yeah.
It was just unbelievable. It's like, don't leave it. Just leave it the way it is.
And he said on the podcast many times, like, well, when you suck like I do. And I'm like, no, bro, you're the guy. We're all looking up at you.
He said the most brilliant thing to me once. I think I've talked about it before. I remember I drove up to stand-up New York in this green Honda that I'd gotten from my father. It was my dad's old car.
It was a wedding gift.
No, it was before I got married, but it was his old car. And he goes, where'd you get that car? And I'm like, it's my dad's. It's only got 150,000 miles on it. He goes, that's a lot of running away.
I remember I saw with the cellar, there was Mexican ladies in the front row that were not into him at all.
Yeah.
And they literally got up to leave, and he goes, it was the day after it happened. He goes, what happened, ladies? Did Selena die again? Oh. I want to ask you about SNL real quick.
I wasn't on it.
I know that. Stamps.com. Stamps.com sponsors WTF. So you could, you know what? Watch this. There are very few things that are a bigger waste of time than going to the post office. That's why you need Stamps.com. Stamps.com will not only save you time, you can buy and print official U.S. postage using your own computer and printer using their free digital scale. Get discounts you can't find at the post office. You can do it however you want. It's a no-risk trial, $110 bonus offer. Includes a digital scale, up to $55 free postage.
Yeah.
Don't wait. Go to Stamps.com before you do anything else.
Act
Click
now.
on the radio microphone at the top of the homepage and type in WTF.
Thank you very much.
Type
That's
in WTF. That's
Very nice.
Stamps.com.
Yeah.
Enter WTF.
And what's your code?
Mohr, M-O-H-R.
Okay, so you know it's up to you.
6 of one, half dozen of the other. But look, in all honesty, you know, you're the OG. You're like the NWA of this rap
Well, that's
game. You're the
very
Dr.
sweet.
Dre.
Very sweet.
You know what? This is the big offer right here. You go there and you type in fucking WTF out of respect, you son of a bitch.
Listen
You
to
type
you.
in WTF on that QWERTY keyboard.
Look at this fucking cupcake.
Did you audition for SNL?
Yeah, man.
And tell me, because you ask almost everybody that comes on your show about their SNL.
Yeah, I'll ask your side of it when. Yeah, I auditioned. He made me jump through all those hoops. I told that story.
Mark, it's not that I don't think you're funny. It's that no one else does.
No, he made me. He came to a comedy club with Marcy and he watched me. And then they put me in the studio, did a camera test, and he watched me again. Then
So you were right there up against it.
Yeah, I mean, I
You were
was
close.
when I was there. And then I went to a meeting with him, and you know who? Like I go in there, and it's a long story. I've done it before, but it seemed like he just wanted to teach me a lesson. Like he goes, it was right when Luna was happening, and he
I
goes,
love this.
"Yeah, I don't know what you think you're doing down there below 14th Street."
That made me so happy when you said that on your podcast. What a fucking annihilating leg.
Comedians are like monkeys.
I don't know, like below 14th Street.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the most like. That says I have a house in Montauk. Paul Simon and Steve Martin and I all own Rothko's. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you're doing below 14th Street. It's so incredible.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
I walk out of my meeting. Fucking Tracy Morgan is standing.
Yeah. Good to see you, Mark Maron.
Yeah. Boy, with his hair looks shiny and perfect. He looked great.
Yeah, I got dressed to impress with Lorne Michaels. That's the Papa Bear, I'm going to get him pregnant.
Yeah.
You did 44 Conan O'Brien's. I think that's more than Andy.
Yeah. He's
More than any comic. You're in the record books for Conan.
Yeah, I'm up there. I mean, and now I'm doing it again. Like, I think I did 44 or 45 when he was at NBC, and then I didn't do the Tonight Show. But now he seems to be using me again. He's always been really good to me.
But 44, let's see, it's a 7-minute set.
I only did stand up twice, and the rest were all panel because I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to be the guy that sat down like, here's Mark, and him and I sort of developed that rapport, like, crazy Mark, why he's going to alienate the audience, But I was also that guy where if they got stuck, because I lived in New York, I'd get that call the day before.
It's a great call to get.
Yeah, do you have anything? I'm like, I'm sure I can find something.
For you, whatever you need.
Yeah, and when you're doing panel, it's a little easier because I go up there with like a lot of times I watch the panel, I'm like, that joke got so much better, because like I'd go up there when you're conversational.
Yeah.
If it's not all there, you can just talk it out.
Yeah.
And it's funny enough. But like there's certain bits on there, I'm like, that's got a punchline now, and now it's there.
But Frank Smiley does the pre-interview with you.
Oh yeah. What else you got?
I was just gonna say, what else?
Yeah. What else you got?
Like, bro, we've been on the phone for 3 days. It's a fucking 6-minute segment after Hillary Clinton.
And he won't laugh, and he'll go like, that's funny.
All right, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, so what do you mean an abyss?
Yeah.
Like nothing was in your mind? I guess so. Last time you were here, you did Dane. Do you do any of it? Do you do Louis?
Yeah.
He's a fucking guy with a fucking pair of legs standing here with a fucking shit and fucking Mark and sitting here with fucking shit and cupcakes and Sarah Palin's face and shitting in her fucking...
What are we doing now?
I was doing Louis C.K.
Oh, okay.
Shitting in her fucking mouth because she's fucking there and she's retarded.
Louis, yeah, come on, Louis. You gotta love Louis.
I think he's the best living comic right now. Him and Chris are battling it out.
Him and who?
Chris Rock.
Oh, yeah?
He's a black guy.
Yeah, I'm familiar with him.
WTF is available every...
Monday and Thursday. But the most recent 50, always available at WTFpod.com or in iTunes.
This is truly...
When's this going up?
This will be up right now. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
This will
do upcoming guests, though.
Fast forward 2 weeks.
No, maybe I can't do that.
We'll do it together. But now we're making Sweet Podcast Love.
Yeah, you'll come out to the show.
And I give you... all I can give you is this Laurel and Hearty handshake and tell you I'm an invited guest. I'll act accordingly. And I don't want you to ever have...
I feel better about us now.
Yeah, me too. And I never felt bad about us. I never...
Were you expecting some problem?
No.
Oh, okay.
You and I have never had a problem.
I know.
None. We've coexisted. It's like when a fucking dog and a cat are in the same house.
Yeah.
Like we've always just
sort of like,
been these
okay.
weird predatory animals that got along.
Yep, that's true.
And I always thought you were super funny. And
Thank
I listened to the Crab Feast, obviously, and I listened to Greg Proops, Smartest Man in the World, and WTF is really. Those are like my three. Those are my
Thanks,
three.
man.
It's really fucking funny, and you almost got me not entrance into Canada by asking Carrot Top, when you dig yourself out of a hole, do you use an actual shovel? Brilliant, you magnificent bastard.
Thanks, buddy.
Mark Maron, see you soon. Put your name on it. Upside down W. W no longer an M, but I'm still Dane. How are you?
I do a one-word Attell impression. What?
Me too. Want to hear mine?
Yeah.
Illicit. Yeah.
Yes.
See, Captain.
Yes.
Or another good one for you, for Attell. Merlin. Like that's
funny. I wish I could do impressions because like I can only do them impulsively and if I'm not thinking at all about it. Like I was on Jimmy Fallon the last time I was on and I did a Dan Cook impression. I never.
It was good.
It was all right, right?
Yeah, it was really good.
Mark, this is Dane Cook.
Mark,
Yeah.
it's Dane.
Yeah.
Dane, we're here, standing. I'm aside from Mark Maron, double M, M. I'm not a big porn guy, and it was almost like Clockwork Orange with my eyes like fucking forced open.
Well,
where like the most porn I've ever seen in my life happened in 2 hours at once with a guy next to me
right.
and a fucking old lady that comes in from fucking Topanga Canyon knitting hats. You know, like,
Which
well,
one was
those are
that?
good.
Guest. We're here to respect her. You're like, don't bum her out.
Yeah, he thinks it's like the fucking AFI.
Right, yeah, don't
Like, he
don't
really
bring
thinks-
up her father.
Yeah.
You know. And he was really nervous about having me on because like like I was saying stuff. He's like, I had no idea that you had this. I watch porn. I'm a human man. I don't celebrate it, but I use it. You know what I mean?
I just say Merlin and you're Attell.
Did you do his show?
I did.
It's good, right? I
It
mean,
was
it's weird. Isn't
the
it?
most uncomfortable I've ever been in my life.
wild, right?
Dave's old porn.
He had
Our
me
friend
on.
Dave Attell
he asked
has
me to do it, and of course I love Dave. I'm going to do it, and he really had this idea, like, and I. Look, there's some things I don't talk about, but like he walks up to me before a show. He's like, "Look, you know, we're here to honor Christy Canyon. She's the